Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You already know what time it is. So we're just gonna hop right into it. So I started by priming with my Milk Hydro Grip primer, and I put it on a foundation brush by Real Techniques, and I put that all over my face. I started using a brush to put on my primer because it just seemed a little bit more cleaner. And then once I put that all over my face, I took my fingers and rubbed it in. Next, we're going to be going in with the NYX Born to Glow foundation in the color Sienna. And I'm taking my Morphe foundation brush, buffer brush, and applying that all over my face. And I'm going to tell you guys in advance, if you guys hear Elmo or anything in the background, my baby is sitting here right next to me, so please don't mind that. But we are just going to keep going. So basically I just took that foundation and I buffed it all the way into my skin. I personally like to, as you guys have seen in prior tutorials, I like to use a brush to apply my foundation. It just works better for me. You could always use a beauty blender, but I like that better. And then for concealer today, we're going to be trying out the Kat Von D concealer, Lock-It concealer. Actually, it's not new because I was going to say new. It's not new, but it is new to me. And I'm in the color D35 Neutral. And so I just put that in all the points where I normally put my concealer. And I actually really liked this concealer. I saw it used in a tutorial, and then I went to Sephora, and the girl in Sephora had it on. So I was just like, hey, why not try a new concealer? So off camera, I went ahead and did my eyebrows. That was a doozy. And then I went ahead and blended out my concealer. So now I'm just adding powder and setting my concealer. So I use that Dermablend. I use two powders. So first I use the Dermablend powder and warm saffron. So that's the powder that I'm using right there. And I put it on all the spots. Of course, I'm setting my concealer. So I put it in all those areas that needed to be set. And then I took the Fenty Beauty setting powder and Cashew, and I set it over top that. I actually got this trick from Jaclyn. I reference the same people in a lot of my videos because I use the same techniques. This particular technique works. I love it. So I use those two powders. And because I have so many powders over my face, I just wanted to spray it and give it a little bit more luster with the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 spray. So I just kind of use that spray just to kind of give some life back into my face. And then I'm actually using the Flower Beauty brush. I just got it, so I just opened it. A lot of products I'm using are new. And I went in with the I went in with the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami bronzer. And this is the first time I'm actually contouring my nose. I never really do this, but I've seen it done, and I kind of like how it looks. So I was just like, hey, why not try it? We're trying new products, so why not try doing a new technique? So I kind of liked it. So then I went in with the Juvias Place Multi-Purpose Foundation Stick in the color Katsina? Sorry, I might be wrong. Everything will be listed in the description box, but I went in with Katsia, and I just basically went over the perimeter of my face just to kind of warm up my face a little bit and give myself some contour, some chisel there. And then I used my BH brush, and I love this brush, especially for blending out cream contour. But I went in circular motions, and I was just blending that out. I know it looks like I'm being like mad rough, but I'm not. It was just kind of hard to blend. But it is still a really good product. So I just went ahead and blended that in. So as you can see, the face is snatched. That's what my hand motion was. So then I'm going to set the whole face with the Sephora Microblend Foundation, powder foundation. That's it. And then I'm going to go back in with that Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami bronzer. And I'm going to take my Morphe bronzing brush. And I'm just going to bronze up that face. Kind of setting that cream contour that I did. So as you can see, the face is like done. Then I started working on the eyes. So the eyes was a doozy for a second. I'm not going to lie. So I primed it with my concealer. And then I was using, I think I used a brush that I had used prior to. So it kind of came out red. So what I did, and then I started using another crease color, but it wasn't kind of what I was looking for. So I went in with the KKW and Muse palette, and I used those two colors, and I just mixed those two colors together to put them in my crease. I wanted more of a brown crease. I don't know if for some reason it was showing up red. It still pulled the look together, but I used those colors mainly to just be in my crease. And you just always want to make sure that you're blending. The key to eyeshadow is always blending. Making sure that you're always blending your shadow, because that'll give you the best payoff. So that is actually one of my favorite palettes. Like, I love that palette. I keep picking it up, so I can tell that I really love it. So the star of the show is the Milk Cosmetics. What is the name of this palette? It's the Muerte eyeshadow palette. There was two ones. There was this blue one, and then there was like an orange one. But the orangey one that had greens and oranges, I had that color. I had those colors already. So I got this one courtesy of my Sephora gift card. I got this one just because the color story in this palette was just different, and I wanted to just do a different look. So I took that kind of burgundy red color that I pointed to, and I put that deeper, and I just basically deepened up my crease. So as you can see, when I first started, I was building up that little light brown, those brown colors, and then I took in this deep color, this deeper red, and I put it in my crease to deepen it up. And then I took an empty, smaller crease brush just to kind of blend it out and make sure I was getting a really good blend. So then we're going to go into this bright red color that I'm so freaking excited about. And I didn't cut my creases go around because I wanted to see how the color payoff would be without it. And man, okay, you guys are going to see. Like, at first I put it on, I'm like, oh no. But then I put it on that second time, and I was like, oh my goodness, this color is so pretty. You can see it like, oh shoot, now see, I was happy. So basically I took that red, and you have to build it up, of course. So I took that red, and I was just building up that red color, and I was so excited about it because that was the first time I've ever seen a red truly look that good on my skin tone, and that was without cutting the crease. So that was great. So I'm going to go in with this blue color, and I'm going to deepen up the crease, the outer V. So I'm going to deepen up and make it a little bit more smoky. I thought the blue would be different versus your traditional black. I kind of had like a purplish, reddish, kind of the colors that's actually on the front. It was kind of what I was trying to go for when I was doing this look. I will say that blue kind of scared me a little bit because I felt it getting smudgy, and I felt like it was coming off messy. So I got a little worried, so I took a clean brush, and I was just buffing it out. Basically, your best friend when it comes to eyeshadow, I will always say, it's all about blending. It's all about buffing. It's all about dipping, going back, dipping, going back. You're never just done in the first try. So that was why you can see I dipped my brush back into that red color. And I also went along my bottom lash line, and I went ahead and added the color along the bottom lash line. So that way it pulled the whole eye together. And once I did that, I was like, okay. So then I went back into that KKW palette, and I just took that brown color and I put it on the outside of the deeper crease color just to blend it out and make it more seamless, so it didn't seem like a harsh line there. So then for my inner corner, I was stuck between the green and the gold. I thought the green would be a little too much, so I stuck with the gold just to brighten my eye color a little bit. And then I also took that red color and I put it on my outer V just to like tone it down a little bit. So then off camera, I went ahead and did my other eye, and I loved how it turned out. So then I took my Tattoo Studio color, Tattoo Studio eyeliner in Striking Navy, and I lined the bottom lash line. And I think the best thing I could have ever purchased was that KKW little pad that I'm using under my eyes. It makes it so you do not mess up your makeup. So then I'm taking the Eco Tools Quartz, Rose Quartz brush collection, and I'm taking the KKWn Mario blush. I absolutely love this blush. You'd think because it's so light it doesn't show up good on women of color, but that color is like the perfect blush when you don't really want to like have heavy blush on because maybe your eye is heavy like mine is right here, or whatever the case may be. But it is so awesome. Oh my god. Then I went in with the Jaclyn Hill highlighter palette. It is actually so good. And I went in with that red one. It's kind of like more of a blush topper than a highlight, but I just added a little bit on top of that light blush, and I added some to my brow bone as well. So then from my lips, I actually watched this from the Annihilator on her YouTube. She actually did this. It was a great idea. I took two reds, one's deep and one's light. So I took the Milani Amor matte lip colors. I took Devotion and I lined my lip with it. So that's the deeper red. So it's kind of like a lip liner. So I took the deeper red and I lined my lips. And then I went in with the same lip color by Milani, except it's in the color Amor, which is a brighter red, and I just filled in the center. And I did get that from another YouTuber, but it is so pretty. It's such a pretty look. So there you have it. That is the finished look. A pretty quick too, just a quick 2020 we're here, we're back, we're better tutorial. Please make sure to like, subscribe, share, and tell a friend to tell a friend, and follow me on my social media. Everything will be listed down below. Thank you for watching.